All right, fine.
Okay, Con. We're good.
Good.
Yeah, Con.
Yeah. Fine. Fine. Um, Shalom. Yabba Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. Um, just want to say hello to everybody. Hello, everyone. I'm Brother Hashar and Amar. Before I begin, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, and double honors to the elders of HOI, Elder Zabak, Elder Torah, Elder Shabal, to Deacon Sharpar, Captain Ariala, and to all the senior men and men who was putting in this work. I'd like to say Shalom, Shamar, and Shalom. All right, so today's topic be a nice, easy one. I thought of this because I was watching, just some YouTube stuff and, just listening to different people about like what is the duty of an Israelite. So today's topic will be the duty of an Israelite. It's very, very simple. A lot of brothers been bringing it in over the years. I got like just two little videos, one from the 90s and then one with our elder and a couple other camps there. Basically, I wanted to bring this out because we are the marketing for the Most High. We are His marketing. He uses us to fish in our people. Okay, um, through going out, talk shows, confrontations, all this stuff. You know, we love our brothers and sisters, um, and we love the brothers even if they're in other camps. But what we are not, we're not instigators. We don't just go ahead and tell there or cause conflict. We're not going around starting fights with other nations. People, outside of our nation. We're not picking on anyone. We're here to gather our people. This is the fishing season. You know what I'm saying? So everyone needs to understand when they come across a Hebrew Israelite, regardless of how many brothers you've seen, we don't like treat because one brother was one way. You can't say that about everybody else. If that's the case, why would you be a Christian? So it's like it's so annoying like when people leave the camps or people's spouses, oh, you guys are this way. Listen, our people are stiff-necked. All right, like this is our people. Now if you grew up in a another nation of people and you wasn't around us, all right, we understand. But I mean, we all grew up pretty much in the cities. And in order to be heard, sometimes you need to bark, or you need to be, you stand 10 toes down. It don't have to be disrespectful. It can be tactful, you know. So again, the duty of an Israelite, we're here to gather up our people, okay? And right now it's the fishing season. So Baba Kushai, can I get the Matthew chapter 4, verse 18 through 20?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4, starting at verse 18. And it reads, And Yahushua, walking by the sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon, called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers.
Shalakia. So they were fishers, all right? So it's just like any of us, on a job, you know, like we got to stop picturing the Bible of everybody in sandals and like just dirty, just in dirt road. Like just no. They were at their job, working. Um, just picture the modern day Amazon factory. You're a lawyer, a doctor, you're at your job. Okay. So continue.
Yeah, it's neat how you said that. And he saith unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
Salakia. Fishers of men. Now, he just said, follow me. And that's what happens. Some of us, some of our doors are open when some of these brothers reach out to us and we just go. Some of us is like stiff thing, like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But they gate was open. They was like, oh, okay. Go ahead, continue.
And they straightway left their nets and followed him.
Gone. So what we need to understand is the duty of an Israelite, all right? And that was Yahweh Shai. He went ahead and go ahead. Somebody got
And
something? Oh, okay. So, basically, I mean, it's self-explanatory. Um, this is what we do. Now, it could have been other people around standing there, right? And they didn't follow. So again, it's we have it's different strokes for different folks. Maybe those other brothers that was around or whatever can wake up a little bit earlier, but we're here, we're fishing. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 16. Baba Kishar.
this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16. And you say verse 16?
Yes.
All praise. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And
Con.
after,
Yeah. So behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. So again, this is what we're here for. Those brothers that's been putting in the work, since the late 60s, I think it's 69, 68, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s. Some of these brothers done passed away. They put that work in. It's like, the little domino effect. You touch one brother, then you get it. Kind of like that movie Z. That's what we're Zing for Israelites. All right. I wish everybody had that to wake up like that. That'd be crazy. But it's kind of like the movie Z, you know what I'm saying? So, when we get this word, you're gonna hear it. And that is our duty. We're not trying to cause any other things, but it's also a spiritual war. So just understand, when we out there in these highways and byways and stuff like that, this is our mission, you know, and the Most High, he's gonna keep it lit, you know. Go ahead, continue, brother.
and they shall fish them. And after, I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks.
God. Now we're not there yet, so we'll say that for another day. All right, but right now we just fishing. That time will come for the hunters. Maybe a whole new different batch of brothers out here, you know. So we just got to keep it going. There's certain people in this for longevity, and there's certain people that's here just to wake people up. It is what it is. So the duty of an Israelite at this time, we're fishing. As you can see, Howard was fishing back then. You know what I'm saying? So, and now we're going to continue, according to Jeremiah, we're going to continue to fish until it's time to hunt. And I think we all going to know when that day is here. But right now, we're just fishing. We're trying to put this word out. No one is trying to cause um, uh, um, well, we are. We want division with our people, but at the same time, we're trying to get this word out to our people. So if people get offended, so what? If you don't want to be, just turn off your YouTube. It's too easy. It's almost like cyberbullying. Just click the button. Just go to something else. you know, but just for the brothers who just coming into this and sisters, just take it in moderation. Okay. Take it in moderation. You may not like the delivery, you may not like that brother or sister, but just read the word. Because our duty is to get you to at least hear this, and then we go from there. So I got a little video I want to show you guys. Um, let me see. Let me get one more scripture before I play the video. Let me get Zephaniah 2:1. So this is what we have to do. Once you hear this, you don't have to be in the camp. It preferred, because people can help you get through things, and you coming up short or whatever the case may be. You know, you can be an individualite, but you know, me personally, you should be at least attached to a certain council, or just to talk to different brothers. You know, don't worry about the doctrine. All right, your salvation is your salvation. Who cares if Ruth is a Moabite or she is an Israelite? Like, seriously, it's not going to get you nowhere. We can argue that, but just keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. The little arguments, Esau, I mean, the serpent got Eve pregnant, that stupid doctrine, the serpent seed, you know what I'm saying? So don't worry about all that stuff. We'll get you squared away on that. But just get this honey and milk. And if you still think you're not getting it, just pray, you know. And if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. And our duty, we're fishing. This is what we're doing. We're going to keep popping up in these neighborhoods, no matter what. Baba Kasha? There's gonna be my internet. Can y'all hear me?
Okay, I hear you now. I didn't hear you at first.
Yeah, your signal might be a little
Yeah, my internet.
okay.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is. I might got Boost Mobile and don't know it.
Hmm.
Let me get 9 2 and 1.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, gather together, O nation not desired.
Come on. So we got to gather ourselves together. You know, I mean, who were we before the slave ships? They don't ever teach that. What is soul food? Even Chris Rock joked about that. You know what I'm saying? What is soul food? Soul food is really pig feet, some chitlins, some sweet potatoes, some chicken, like everything that gets you diabetes and a heart attack. That's soul food. That don't even make sense. Ain't nothing in there that they said was healthy. Okay, sweet potatoes. All right, fine. I give you sweet potatoes. But ain't nothing else in there healthy. That cornbread, them greens, them collard greens, that mac and cheese. Um, what else? I mean, there's so much crazy stuff going in there, So those pork ribs, high cholesterol, like the brother said, the water, So come on, y'all. Gather yourselves together. You have to put down the Christian doctrine. You got to put it down, and just take a breather. You know what I'm saying? This whole woke stuff and all these different people going around, everybody's on YouTube saying what they want to say. There is something called Google Scholar. It's a thing. Use it. And it works. It's kind of hard to maneuver through that thing, but it works. You know, we're not saying that we know everything over here, but we know something. And so, what we're trying to let you brothers and sisters know, gather yourselves together. Ye gather together, O nation not desired. So you're trying to say you desire. Every day they're on there killing you. We killing each other. We do that pretty good. But everybody else is killing us too. You know what I'm saying? We're so caught up in things. This is why we Israelites are out here. This is our duty. Why is the only race of people that have a baby that race is mixed? Why is it a white person and a black person have a child? That's the only baby on the planet that's mixed. Everybody else That's a different nation. That baby is not called mixed. So we're trying our best to give you guys the information and the tools to go out there and research this. You know, like one of the brothers used to say, you have a smartphone, be smart, utilize it. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to look through your girl's messages and stuff. You know, stop trying to look through your husband or your boyfriend's messages. You know what I'm saying? Use your smartphone, intelligently. You know, don't worry about none of that. Get these scriptures. If both of y'all was following the scriptures, y'all won't have to follow each other. You won't have to put a freaking, what's those things called? Those airdrop things. You wouldn't have to put an airdrop in your spouse's car if y'all was following the law, statute, and commandments. So again, brothers and sisters, we out here fishing. You know, stop being an Israelite on the off season. This is not this is not a joke. You're not a professional player or professional Israelite player. All you brothers and sisters that keep freaking taking time off on the holidays, because from November, man, we say October to freaking January is holiday up. Then here y'all come hollering back at us in January. Hey, what's up, brother? What's going on? Then you disappear again because Easter around the corner. Yo, stand up to whoever keeps bullying you about, hey man, don't worry about that. Listen, this is your salvation. So this is why we out here to keep reminding you guys. So gather yourselves together. You gather your together. Oh nation, not desired. You're still not desired. Come on. I mean, I'm just putting a few scriptures out there and stuff, but we got to use logic. We are these people. But again, stop getting high, stop beating on each other. Stop joining all these gangs, you know. Sit down and talk to your brother. Sisters, stop. I seen some on the internet. The sister busts a champagne bottle over the girl's car. She gets out the car and shot her like 9 times. Now, I think she missed because she was shooting a lot, you know, but maybe she did get her because she was literally like 25 feet from her. She should have shot her, but really, a champagne bottle? She's going to jail. She was no longer in the threat. Learn these laws. Yeah, she didn't bust the window. She just busted a champagne bottle over the passenger side door or window. And she got out of the car. And I believe she might have killed that young lady. So you sisters, getting these scriptures. You won't be fighting nobody if you get these scriptures, okay? And you get yourself a man who's following the scriptures as well. But when you get in these street guys, you're gonna have street issues. I mean, it's almost like picking up a homeless person. They probably didn't have good credit. And they didn't have nowhere to stay. So what do you think is going to happen? Okay, so stop trying to, I don't know, stop trying to lower the bar. Get yourself into these scriptures. Find yourself your friendly neighborhood Israelite. We get you guys squared away. Okay, so again, gather yourselves together. Ye gather together, O nation not desired. All right. So this is a video. I don't know if you brothers familiar. Now, this is in the 90s. I've never heard of the Israelites, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. First time I heard of Israelites is 2016. It's first time. And I was like, Peter, I ran. I was like, whoa. And I joined up, you know what I'm saying? But not with HOI. I just, was, part of, the nation and stuff like that. But I've always followed HOI. So again, that was my little testimony. Like that's 2016. I have never seen an Israelite on the corner. Never even talked to one of them brothers. You know what I'm saying? I guess it wasn't meant for me to do it. But now we're everywhere. And they was everywhere in the 90s. I still don't know how I missed it. But I guess that wasn't my walk. So it is what it is. But that doesn't mean you again, you have to, go and get some better understanding of what we're doing out there. You may come up and we're dealing with somebody And that brother may have just had it like, look, man, and you may have seen some cuss words and stuff like that, but you don't know how long that brother been dealing with that person. So, you know, yeah, judge a book by its cover, but open it up and see what's up in the book. So, substance is the way to go. Just seeing something just basic, you're like, let me look more into that. Okay. So again, I'm gonna show a little video. This is Jesse Peterson. It's that old guy that's always having people on the shows. He was around in the 90s. I didn't know this. So he was around in the 90s. And he was bringing on different religious groups and stuff. And he happened to get some of the brothers from One West. So some of the elders and people, they may know who this is. All right. Well, I'm sure they do. So give me a second, Salakia. Shemaya, it won't let me screen share. Do I need to send it to you?
Because you're logged out, I have to give you host again. Go ahead,
Oh,
King.
okay.
You got it.
Okay. The Water King. All right.
Understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. Stand up, stand up, stand up. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
All right. Thanks, guys. Okay, appreciate it. Done a good job. Welcome to the program. My name is Jesse Peterson. And for those that might not be familiar with what we're doing, I am the founder and president of a national organization called Bond, the Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny. And the purpose of Bond is to rebuild the family by rebuilding the man. Nothing is going to change until the man come to his proper state of being. It's evidence to me now, and I hope to other people. So what we're doing is trying to get men to see what went wrong in their lives. How did they fall away from grace, so that they can overcome it and be what they're supposed to be here in life. Tonight we're talking to the Israelites. Uh, um, I'm going to let them tell you who they are and what they're about. Who am I directing my questions? Is it to you tonight?
Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
Okay, my name is Priest Yohanaga. I'm a priest of the Israeli School of Universal Practical Knowledge, based out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Our elders and high priests are Masha, Ariyah, Yaquab, Yeshaya, Shah, and Kazak.
Okay.
And to my left is priest Ariyah.
How you doing?
And to my right is Barak Ya Allah.
How you doing? Okay. I appreciate you guys coming on, especially at such a short notice. Um, what are the Israelites?
Okay, the Israelites, what we're teaching, Jesse, is our nationality according to the Bible. You can see the 12 tribes on the side here: the Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Seminole Indians, North American Indians, Chileans, Brazilians, Argentinians, Mexicans, Panamanians of Negro and Indian descent make up the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. And so what we're doing.
Go on. So what the brother's talking about is what we're pushing. And this is in 1995. All right. So that was some of the brothers from One West. Did it come off? Yeah, it came off. Yeah, that was some of the brothers from One West. And so as you can see, we've been preaching the same word. The more we get into this truth, knowledge increases. So some of the things they was doing back then, we're not doing now. But for the most part, everything is still about the same. Just a little, if you, like I say, we have different classes and different times. If you have any other questions, you can address them now, or you can, come to the Thursday night class as well. But yes, just with anything, it tells you that, knowledge increases with time. Some of these brothers, are getting spiritual, gifts and abilities that some of us just are not getting, because the Most High is just, I mean, you see how this place is right now. And it's all spiritual. Some of it's, fake news, but a lot of it's it's unfolding. So what the brother was saying was, that's what we're here for. And you see what they were saying in 1995, right? I just graduated high school in 94. There was a lot of stuff going on back then. The OJ Simpson trial, they beat the crap out of him. It was a lot of things going on. Which, if you guys do the research on that, it was a big mess. Interracial marriages was just, it was spiraling. You know what I'm saying? The racism kind of went up. Everybody was chilling for a little bit. Then that OJ Simpson came out, and America, it was crazy. Laws changed. You know, but again, do you think they wanted to look at a Hebrew Israelite after I was working in a supermarket, and when that verdict came out, no white person spoke to me for like 6 months. They didn't speak to me. They was all, hey, how you doing? And then that verdict came out, it was a wrap. That I had moved to California in 1994. So it was crazy, to see the stuff that was going on out there. You know, then you had the West Coast, East Coast beef. It was just so much stupid stuff going on. But guess who was out there on them corners? The Israelite brothers out there preaching, going through all of that. So some of you are young and you don't understand, when white folks get mad, they go around trying to hurt people. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in that era where every day after school, you was fighting the white boys and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine who was on those corners. The Israelite brothers. You guys don't think about that stuff. You know how many race wars there? I mean, how many racial battles was going on? We couldn't even go into certain parts of South Philly, still to this day, because I'm black. You know what I'm saying? But guess who be on the corner? That Power Ranger, that brother that you think is causing division. No, we're not. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can think what you want to think. But again, we got boots to the ground. We putting in this work. So that is our duty, to gather our people that's not desired. You got to give it to them brothers back then. 90s and below wasn't no joke. Especially being a brother. You all dressed up, looking nice, white boy driving around because of the OJ trial or something does happen, and they still have that spirit to just go get drunk and drive around and they'll grab a black person and kill them. Y'all think that spirit, what was the last lynching, 1986 or 84? Something like that. It was in the 80s. So for you people who was born in the 80s, you guys kind of lucked up a little bit, you know. Yeah, it wasn't that bad after the 90s. It was horrible. And then our mom and dad, it was, ooh, you know. So with that being said, everybody have their walk. But again, our duty as Israelites is to gather these nations together, is to get this word out, get that blood off our hands. So please stop thinking that we're out here just to be out here. We're clocking in and then we take off, and then, we're out here for you. Most High put that spirit on it. We out here to wake you guys up, Most High willing, or to get you the knowledge. You don't want it, do what you want to do with it. But it would behoove you, because, once these spirits start acting, getting stronger and things start to go left, what do you have? Then you start praying. You know what I'm saying? I would bring it out, but, look it up yourself. John chapter 9, verse 31. He doesn't listen to sinners. And, everybody got a personal, how do everybody have a personal relationship with God? You know? And, we're praying to Jesus all the time. You pray to the Father. Of course, you give Yahweh Shah his props. but you pray to the Father, you know, and these are just little things. These are just little things that, you know, we're trying to get you to understand. You know, you pray to the east. You can pray 5 times a day, you know. But you know, I digress. So let me get so I just wanted to bring that out. You know, that video is it's 1995. The brother was out there, they all suited up, got everything going. You know, I don't know any of those brothers, but I heard of their names and stuff just by listening to the elders and certain people. So, and while we're out here to gather our people, this is what they did because they plotted against us. Okay. You know, there's a million scriptures about this. You know what I'm saying? But our people don't really be messing with history too much. People like, what's Babylonian? That a drink? No, it was a whole country. Like, seriously? You know what I'm saying? You know, we try to tell people about, you know, Nipsey Hussle. You know, people love that dude. Yeah, but he was the Ethiopian. He was the Babylonian. At one point in time, people had us in slavery, you know, RIP to the brother and stuff like that. But, you know, he's not our people, you know, and people get mad about that stuff. You know, it's just like, what's the one dude? That big dude, he got Hoover on his forehead. What's his name? The dude, T Mac or something like that. I forget his name. I think he got Hoover Killer on his forehead. And come to find out, he's, you know, his father's Hawaiian, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, everybody's going to culture vulture our stuff, you know. So it's our duty to remind you who you are.
Salaki, you talking about Crip Mac.
Yeah, Crip Mac. That guy. That guy, boy. But I think he locked up for a minute. He had a pistol on him. But anyway, you know, he's not our people. He's repping our people, right? He's doing a lot of crazy things, walking around this 40 and all this other stuff like that. And I think he was on like Disney, Nickelodeon or something like that. But anyway, this is what we're saying. Yes, some of these people are influential to you, but they're not our people. Tiffany Haddish, she's not our people. Her dad is Ethiopian. You know what I'm saying? She knows she ain't. You know, what's her name? Nicki Minaj. Her father's East Indian. You know, her mom is, I believe, is Trinidadian, West Indian, something like that. But she is an East Indian woman. She is Elam. I mean, she put out some good music and stuff like that. You know, the heathens, you know, they culture vote. I mean, we get it, you know, but we have to understand there's a difference, you know, and this is why we're out here for this confusion that everybody is everybody. Stop playing with me. Everybody is not everybody. Even the so-called white man knows that. You know what I'm saying? So to the Reconstruction of America, um, 1865. If you go back to like 1865 to about 1915, you'll understand what happened. Our first black mayor was in 1868 in Louisiana. He was a mayor for like a year. The next mayor after that was like in the 80s. Stop playing. Everything is a game. They even had female preachers during the Reconstruction of America because they was trying to set things up. You know, so we have to understand these people are strategic in what they do, and they just keep us at, you know, at bay, you know, just keep us dangling for stuff, you know. And so they're so wicked, they're treating their people almost the same. You know, they don't care about the elites, don't care about the little people, you know. But again, it's always to keep us on the bottom. So this is why Israelites come out all the time. This is our duty. Okay. If you don't like it, turn your YouTube off. I don't know. Walk across the street. You know, when we be out here preaching, all the other nations, most of them walk right by us. Our people, they crossing the street. They don't want to hear it. You know, it's their spirit messing with them. And you know, hey, it is what it is. But again, we out here for the brothers and sisters, okay, and the children, all right, to wake up to this truth. That is our duty as an Israelite. So, what the brother had just went on there in the YouTube and said, that was 1995. To some of y'all, you know, it wasn't that long ago to me, but you know, some of y'all was born in 1995. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all was born 1980. But again, those brothers are out there diligently, and times was rough back then. Think about that. Some of them brothers was on the corner with just 3 people. Who protected them? The cops? The 4 black cops that was on the force? You know, so what we have to do is just look at that time period, you know, and just say these brothers have resilience. You know, some of these brothers are still out here. You know, we got elders that was there back then. You know what I'm saying? So let me get Psalms 80 through Salakia. Let me get the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2 through, let's go through 7. Baba Kusha.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, starting at verse 2. When you got to say, Khan?
Good.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They're
and
taking crafty counsel against who?
thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Salakia. So thy enemies make a tumult, okay? They make a plan, all right? And they're going to do a crafty counsel, all right? And this is what happens. This is what you got with this G7 summit. This is why y'all need, some of y'all just need to read. Pick up a book. Matter of fact, they got the History Channel, you know, and it doesn't take that much. I mean, sometimes that History Channel, it be off on a lot of things, but you know, even if you don't want to read, just get the Kindle and have it read it to you. Because some of us have like 15 jobs. You know what I'm saying? And just understand certain things. You know, you can watch C-SPAN, you know, all these different things that's going on in the world. This is why we're here. We're here to break this stuff down for you guys. You know what I'm saying? And we're here to break it down to the best of our ability. You know, we got some scholars up here, you know. How many billionaires have college and bachelor degrees and have a master's degree? How many? You know, so we have to take into account that you have to hustle. Like Deion always say, Deion Sanders, you gotta have that dog. You gotta have that dog play sports. Some of us would cry after a game, would cry tears. You know, I remember plenty of times we lost, and you just go and you just start crying, and you go out and you get up in the morning and you start practicing. You know, you're like, all right, we're going to get them next year and stuff like that. You know, that's what you have to do in this truth. You got to go ahead and you got to pick this book up. You got to learn some history. You got to get some understanding, because just don't listen to us. You know, research this stuff. This is the duty of an Israelite. You know, we're not saying we're the smartest brothers, but we're some of the smarter brothers. We're some of the smartest brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that we know everything, but we know a little bit about some stuff. You know, some of us are world travelers. You know, some of us speak 5 languages. You know what I'm saying? So you know, people like credentials and stuff like that. Some of these brothers do have masters and bachelor's degrees and stuff, you know. But you know, the further educated you are, sometimes, you know, you just can't see it because you know, you got this education, you know. And so what you have to do is you have to listen to us. And there's so many different camps out here. There's supposed to be different camps. I'm not going to go into that one where you know, Jesus talking to the disciples and stuff like that, but there are different camps for a reason. Some people can understand Brother Shemaiah brother than they can understand Brother Hashar. You know what I'm saying? Some people can understand elders a lot better than they can understand, you know, Elder Torah. It's just the way it is. Okay. So it's almost like, you know, when you're in school and you just can't learn it. You're like, man, I just can't get this. Man, I don't know what it is. There's students that after school that help you, you know. There's other students in the school that kind of understand where you're coming from and they can help you. So this is why you just can't have one. That's silly to have one big camp. It's not how we are as a people. That's we're just different. You know what I'm saying? Some of us think different, some of us eat different, some of us walk different. You know what I'm saying? So if I've never been to jail, how am I going to reach a brother that, has been to jail? He did 10 years, he did 8 years. I ain't did no 8 years in jail. I don't know what that life is like. You know, I've never been on drugs or anything like that. I know people and I'll go to them. They're the experts on how to get off of that and how to stay off of that, you know? And so, um, I don't have a bachelor's, I'm not an engineer. I go talk to an engineer. I never been a millionaire. I go talk to a millionaire. You can't talk to somebody that's on the street on how to be a millionaire, and he ain't one. The math ain't mathing. So you have to stop going to people who are just making you chase the tail. And that's Christianity. There's some woke tropes, those woke churches. It's the churches now, they got readers like the Israelites. They doing everything but coming to us, asking us, like, hey, we ain't got the truth. And the truth meaning we don't have an understanding. Can you brothers come to the church and work with us? Can you brothers, help work with us so we can get these youth straight? Has Christianity worked? Has it? I mean, come on. You got the Islam movement and stuff like that. Has it really worked? You know, some of these brothers came from Islam and they're in the truth. You know, one of my family members actually a lot of my family members is Islam. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. That's what they want. They know about this and I know about that, and they stay over there with that, and I stay over here with mine. That doesn't mean I don't have to speak to them. It's family. So again, you new brothers that's in here, don't be, that's your family at the end of the day. So um again, we're here to tell people we love them and we want them to get this truth. We want them to come to an understanding of who you are. You are God's chosen people. Okay. But these people have made a tumult against you. They have taken a crafty counsel. Okay. Continue. Verse 4. I think he fell off. Oh, yeah, he must have fell off. So, verse 4. So they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Have they not accomplished that? We don't even want to be called, we want to be called black, we want to be called white.
I don't know what's going on with this internet tonight.
Oh,
But I'm back.
okay. I yeah, I figured you had dropped off.
Con. This is Psalms 83. I'm at verse 4. Verse 4.
Done.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Verse 5. For they have consulted together with the consent. They are confederate against thee.
Done. Salakia.
Con.
Give me a second. So when you look up when you look up the word Confederate, all right, it means joined by an agreement or treaty. A person one works with, especially in something secret or illegal, an accomplice. All right. So it tells you right here, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. I mean, people really don't think what they be doing this stuff. I guess we have to put a camera in the G7 summit and film it and then come back and then somebody's going to say, "Oh, it's AI." This is why I don't like this AI stuff, because everything's, everybody's just silly with it. Like I did a class on algorithm. There was a whole shark in the highway. Like, are you serious? That shark? Wow, that's crazy. But this is our people believing in stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they're not just our people. You can't believe everything you see, because there's a reason why they keep doing this stuff. There's a reason for everything. And so, how do you figure this out? You come to your friendly neighborhood Israelite and you let us talk with you and get you to understand that you're not liked. It tells you right here, you know. Then it tells you who the people are. Go ahead, King. Verse 6.
Verse 6. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, 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 I can.
Con,
I can.
con. The tabernacles of Edom and the
Khan, he spoke
Israelites
Shalakia, Son, Tabernacles of Edom, right? So-called white man.
and the Ishmaelites,
Khan, Arabs.
the Moab of Moab,
Khan,
and the Hagarians,
Khan.
Hagarenes, Salakia,
Yeah, Hagarenes. Khan,
Gabel,
Khan,
and Ammon,
Khan,
and Amalek,
Khan. So-called
the
Jewish men.
The Palestines,
Philistines.
Philistines, Salakia,
Khan, Khan,
with the inhabitants of Tyre
Khan.
or
So,
Tyre, whatever.
Khan, the water. So they named off all the people, guys. Those are, like I say, I can give you the names and stuff, but just do the research. All right, just do the research. And those people that they name are against us. You look at the Moab and the so-called Ammon, Japanese man, and the Chinese man. I mean, what are these restaurants now? We got hibachis everywhere. I think I got one in my damn closet or something. Slocky. I mean, these hibachis are just going up like crazy. You know, I ain't gonna lie, the hibachis are good. I ain't gonna front. But I don't mess with them Chinese places. I was just talking about that the other day. Remember, we was young, 16, you go to the Chinese store, you get them chicken wings. They just filled it with hot sauce and it's kind of spongy. You was tearing that up, it was burning your hand and stuff. Then we used to get like rice and gravy, you know, cheese fries and ketchup and hot sauce. Just all sorts of crazy stuff, Of course, some cheese steaks and hoagies, but it's nighttime. The Chinese people didn't make no hoagies and stuff like that. They just had like, fried rat, bat, and cat, but it was good. But now we know what they're cooking, so we need to probably stay away from that, you know. And if your budget is Chinese food, I don't know what to tell you. So things are crazy right now. You paying $12 for eggs. They got all this stuff on YouTube. People, buying eggs on the black market. You know, so we make a sense of humor and stuff, but it's pain. It's pain, and so again, to relinquish that pain, you see these brothers out here dressed like Power Rangers and stuff. Just talk to the brothers. You ain't gotta fight them. We love you. We want you to get this word, so we can get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? The only way to see it is just go ahead and listen, and once everybody's hearing this, we can, get up out of here. Yahweh shall come. So let me play another video. And this is just showing, people the unity. This is the elder down there at DC tearing it up as usual. Um, and he's down there with Wi-Fi, and I think a bunch of different other camps. Okay, so stand by, pull it up.
And this and that.
Did y'all hear that? Can y'all see it?
And he just died. No, you slipped him something. You injected him something. All right, that's why the Lord be getting you devils back. And you be having them rare forms of diseases, man. That's the Most High getting you. Read Psalms 141, verse 10. Read. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 141, verse 10. Let the wicked fall into their own net. Let the wicked fall into their own net. Come on. Whilst that I will escape. Lord said you're not going to escape when you fall into that own net. He's going to set you in that same trap that you set. Right, so you devils, you're gonna pay, man, because you're the children of Satan. Give me Saint Mark. Everybody, drop everything. Give me Saint Mark 13, start at 31. All right, yeah, y'all can put them away. Right, so the Most High is bringing judgment. Come on, come in, come in, Shalom. The judgment is coming upon you, damn devils. It's been a bad week for the White House. It's been a bad week during your Independence Day. It's been a bad week for you, White House. God,
Everybody see that? Did everybody see the video? Can y'all hear me?
Con.
Oh, okay. Were you able to see the video? Okay, fine. Yeah, so that's Elder Zabak, and he's going off, on the who the Bible calls the devil. And he's trying to get everybody to understand that, we have. So we go in front of the White House and we express ourselves because we have the freedom of speech, right? That's somewhere in the Constitution, right? So, we have all these different freedoms. So we're able to express ourselves to let them know that, we don't like this nation. And we would appreciate if you guys would go back to where you came from, to the Caucasus Mountains. But they ain't gonna do it because they'd die. It'd be like another potato famine. They can't dig nothing with their hands, because that's one of their curses. So I brought that up, because he brought up a very good point. Let me get an Apocrypha. Let me get Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 3.
This is the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, and verse 3. And you got to say, Con.
Good.
Son, thou shalt eat up thy leaves and lose thy fruit, and leave thyself as a dry tree.
Hold up, Shalakia. Is that chapter 6?
Chapter 6 and verse 3.
Okay, hold on, Shalakia. All right, I'm old. I get it a second.
Don't feel bad. We all headed that way.
Oh yeah, that is definitely the wrong one. Yeah, 1 second. Oh, 13. Salakia.
Verse 13.
Yes. Con.
All
My bad.
praises. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, and verse 13. When you gotta say gun.
Con.
Gun, separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends.
Now, I get it. You know, some of us just love the white man. We love that Chinese girl. We love that Chinese whatever. Or we love the Asians, or we love the East Indians. You dating the East Indians, something wrong with you. Them people. But anyway, we just gotta just love everybody else because everybody else is so exotic. We're exotic, we are a holy people. Deuteronomy 7:6. Okay. So separate thyself from thy enemies. So how are these other nations our enemies? Because they have this statistic where, white people kill cops and stuff like that. But, where's the statistic where black officers are killing white people? That Ethiopian dude that was up there in, I think, Minnesota, he was Ethiopian or Somalian or something. I don't even know what happened to him. He killed a white kid. He was an officer. But he wasn't our people. Let a black cop kill a white person or any person in that matter. It's a wrap. you know so we got to understand, what is an enemy? The enemy is not your friend. When it all If you're married, um if you're married to another nation, let's just use white. You're married to a white person and this race war kick off. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You think your husband's going to protect you and he's a white man? Or you think you're going to protect your wife and you're a black man? The wife is going to go to her people. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She's gonna go to her people. You ain't able to do nothing. Now she might be stupid enough to take them babies with her, but she's gonna go back to her people. When it's said and done, everybody sticks with their nation, but us. We gotta be lovers of everybody. This is how you know we the chosen people. We just have a heart for everybody. And this is why the Israelites go out there to remind you that you are God's chosen people. You're a special people. You set aside. Let them do what they do. But we're a special people. So we have to understand that. Separate thyself from thy enemies. I understand it's hard. You work with them. Nobody says you had to go to work and punch out everybody that's not an Israelite. You know, First of all, there are some people that look white, that's us. So we would never tell you to do that. Jake got to hit up everything. You know what I'm saying? Look at Blake Griffin. He was messing with that tall, ugly white girl. She's ugly. I'm sorry. There's no good way of saying that. The chick is ugly. And I don't know what Blake was thinking. But his son looks like he saw. You know what I'm saying? So he paying for it. I think he paid like 70,000-80,000 a month or something like that. I don't know what's wrong with these NBA players. But anyway, so again, this is what we're here for. This is the duty of an Israelite, to remind you that we or you are God's chosen. Separate thyself from thy enemies. It's hard. They do this stuff on purpose, guys. This is why your children go to a co-ed school. No little girls should be in school with boys. No boys should be in school with girls. When I was in Iraq, I didn't see no co-ed schools in any of his cities. Now, remind you, the man was a part of the Bath Party. Google it, Bath Party, right? They didn't have none of that religious stuff come up in there. But guess who was there? Some Christians. And guess what they were doing? they was commingling everybody at schools. I couldn't believe it. Christianity that has to be the worst thing in the world. Besides peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. And if any of y'all brothers and sisters buy that Smucker's peanut butter and jelly, just go ahead and log off. Come on, that's super lazy. Anyway, but real talk, in the Christian community, they had everything mixed up and confused. But over here, where the Ba'ath Party was, because people don't understand, it wasn't an Islamic country. Okay, truth be told, where Saddam was at. All right, just do some history on it. But he didn't bring none of that stuff in there, right? So girls played with girls, boys played with boys. It was none of that commingling, you know. And so we got to understand this is what they do here in America. They mix everything up. Okay. So I ain't say go to school tomorrow and take your kid out. Oh, my kid ain't going here. No, do everything in moderation and in timely moderation. Okay. So what the elder was saying was true. The white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Why do we always say the white man? Number one, we can. All right. But number two, who runs the world? What countries run the world? Let's do some history. You got Spain. They came over here, right? Who they had? The conquistadors. Them dudes was murderers. Then it got worse. They brought the French. Dumb dudes were ruthless. Then you got the guys that try to act like they proper, but just disgusting. You got the English. Then you had the Germans. Then you had this. Then you had everybody over here. The Poland, like everybody came here, right? And so, but this country was being ran, by the Brits and stuff like that. Well, but people forget about correction. People forget about it was people here. There were people here that occupied this land that looked like me and you. So what happened to them? So who is running the world? Is the so-called Native American, Hispanic, and Black person running the world? It's more people of melanin or what is called carbon. There's more people of hue, dark skin in the world. It's 70% white people here. It's the most white people in any country. Yes, it's more white people here than Russian. Okay. They are no longer the freaking, I don't even think, even if they were the Soviet Union. Okay. So with that being said, you guys gotta understand something that they came over here in different groups. And this is why you don't know the American history, because America is considered under the Brits. But everybody else that was beating up stuff, doing all this crazy stuff, I think I did a class on that a while back, explaining, Louisiana Purchase and all this other stuff, the little different things. And then there's different wars. They got this thing on Primal, what is it called? Netflix, called Primal Evil. Brigham Young was no joke. You know what I'm saying? The Mormons, boy, they still there today. White people got white people problems. But again, if we all do a vote, who is the most ruthless person on the planet right now? It is the so-called white man. I mean, hands down. Who else has beat him? You know how many people Stalin killed? Lord in Christ, they talk about Hitler. What's the dude from Uganda, the black guy? Oh, man, what's that black guy name? He died like in 2006. They was just trying to put him everywhere. Um, I'll find it. Give me a second. I don't know why I forgot his name.
They made a movie about him.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the name.
Mhm.
Forrest Whitaker played him.
Right. Yeah.
I forgot the name. That was a good movie too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, Idi Amin. So Idi Amin, but guess who was backing him? The English. They gave this man everything. We had some Ugandan soldiers. I used to talk to them all the time. They were doing security in Iraq and stuff. And really nice people. Got to talk to them and stuff like that. You know, um, me, I had to ask, hey, what's up with Idi Amin? What's up with this dude? They was like, oh, he was a bad man. But the British put him in power. So did he do all these atrocities and stuff like that? They could have been took him out. They wanted, I believe he wasn't the one really behind all of that. Well, I can't say all of it. Basically, the white man is just as devil the Bible speaker. He orchestrates stuff. Look at the country of Congo. Matter of fact, we ain't even got to go out of the United States. Look at us. Look what we're doing. We creating gangs. We're fine. My first sergeant used to say this all the time. He was like, there's a lot of cuss words, but I ain't gonna say them. He was like, bleep, 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 but bleep, bleep. You guys always, what do you guys do? Just go in the barracks and sit down and just think, man, what can I do to mess with first sergeant? That's what I'll do. And yeah, he smoked the crap out of us. But he was just saying we would just go up in the room and just think about stupid stuff to do. And but who put all this stuff in front of us? Right? I mean, you got to be really crazy. We created gangs for reasons, and now we're killing each other like crazy. It doesn't even make any sense. All these little videos, these young boys, running in the store, shooting with the guns, running and stuff. They don't know nothing about trigger pull, breathing. You need two hands on the gun. They scared and shooting. What you shooting for and you scared? It's crazy. So, we just have to get back in order. Moms, find these dads, stop chasing these dads away. All right. We ain't chasing the moms away. Y'all chasing it, like, chill out. Get these fathers back in these kids' lives. You can't handle no 13-year-old boy. These kids eating all this chicken. He probably 6'3". All these hormones and stuff. You telling your son, my son 8, he damn near the size as me. You know, I'm in the gym every day now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I'm getting old. I gotta pump it up. He getting tall. I'm like, hey man, you gonna do the dishes? You know? So we have to, but all jokes aside, we gotta and I'm not just blaming the ladies, just saying it takes two parents to raise these kids, okay? So if the father's passed away, whatever, uncle, somebody, not the pastor, not the priest. No, no, no. We don't want him growing up Tyrone and then he turned into Tyrese or Teresa, my bag. So again, this is why we out here. We're out here to remind you guys, hey, listen, the Most High loves you and for you. Come get some of this good news, you know. And so this is what we do. Take our number, call us, chop it up. You ain't got to come to the camp. We can talk over the phone. You can call up on Thursday night, ask any crazy or sensible or whatever question you have, you know. But hopefully, this class will edify some of you guys and get you guys to know. And that was back in 95, and I found some stuff from the 80s, what I'm saying? But I didn't want to keep going with it, but you guys get the point why we're here. Okay. So basically, we have to continue to put this word out. So our people that are the 2/3, 1/3, including the 144,000. So, okay, so you got 2/3 is not gonna make it, and 1/3 is gonna make it. And then that 1/3 is the 144,000. All right, because that's always a question. So, oh, is it 104,000? No, we in the two, we in the we they're in the 1/3. Okay, just pull them out. All right. And that's all men. You know what I'm saying? So the 144, okay? It won't be no trannies, no she's, nobody's. Our pronouns is, men of Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? By Hashem Mashak Yahweh. All right. So with that being said, so that's what we're, mostly here for. And so this is the we're just here until Yahweh sends Yahweh Shai. And then so when Yahweh Shai come to wash up this wicked evil place, We must not get sidetracked, but continue to push as war goes. We will and shall have casualties, but we must keep pushing. There will be strife. No one is holier than thou. We all come from this wicked kingdom. So have patience with some of us, you know. Sometimes, you know, we just get understanding. And I'm reading from the stuff I had to type up. I have a potty mouth, so I don't want to curse and offend people. Oh, he said this, and those guys from HOI, they don't. Oh, he's not educated because he's just cussing. Hey, it is what it is. So just bear with me. I don't think I cussed too much. I don't think I cursed in that, but um, hopefully I didn't. If I did, Shalakia. But you know, some people have these sensitive ears. I don't know where this came from. You know, it's like, do anybody in the black community play spades anymore? Lord in Christ. So, with that being said, you know, this is what we're doing, okay? I don't want to be long-winded. Just a few more, okay? So, let me get and also, you know, we're also here, and sometimes we get tired of each other, you know, brother, why you always wearing, you know, my Mitra, or why every time I come out, you know, this and that, or you just, you know, it's sometimes it's going to be strife among the brothers, but that's life. Y'all act like everybody that was a disciple was cool. They just went out, did their thing, and they came back. They was giving each other a hug. They high-fiving. They playing ball. They shooting pool together. Man, some of them brothers ain't speak to each other. All right. It's just, it is what it is. You ain't gotta speak to the dude to put the word out. You know what I'm saying? So come on, y'all. It's life. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta get out of that Christianity thing. You know, the whole serpent seed doctrine. Really? The serpent slept with Eve? Wasn't it only three people on the planet, according to this? He went to do what? What did he do while his wife was messing with Eve? So like while his wife was messing with the serpent. It wasn't the serpent a snake, you know, according to them. So the math ain't math. You know, here at HOI, we do not subscribe to that. I'm just making light of the sense that this woman, we know black people don't like snakes. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, like, come on, y'all. They just reaching, you know. But that is a doctrine. Google it. It's called serpent seeds. Retarded. So let me get the book of Luke, chapter 2, verse no Salakia. Give me a second. Yeah, let me get the book of Luke, chapter 22, verse 24, verses 24 through 30. Baba Kushai.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 22, starting at verse 24. When you got to say, "Con."
Done.
All praise. Oh. And there was also a strife among them, which of them should be accounted the greatest.
Salakia. So, you know, they trying to show out, you know, it's how you know it's our people. It's always a little competition, right? So go ahead.
And he said unto them, the kings of the Gentiles exercise so like it lordship over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors.
So he's talking about benefactors, meaning bosses, okay? Meaning
Yeah.
kings, rulers. Continue.
But ye shall not be so, but he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he that is chief as he that doth serve.
So, you know, just if somebody's a better speaker, or if you think somebody, what we don't want, and we push this out, and the elder put this out, you know, no one is greater than the next. You know, we all have our faults, we all have our flaws and stuff like that. Elder's really keen on that. All right. So um again, let the greatest among you, let him be as a younger, you know, a youth, you know, just teaching. He may have that zeal, but then you the chief. You know what I mean? But don't go ahead and try to make him feel a certain way and vice versa. Continue.
For whether is greater he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth, is not he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as he that serveth.
Continue.
Verse 28, ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations,
All right. Continue.
and I appoint unto you a kingdom as my Father hath appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Fine. So he put that to an end. Okay. So his table, his throne, all right. And we're going to be judging. But again, we're all going to be doing this together. So people keep thinking, oh, because we have different camps, these brothers, it's different churches. Stop playing with me. Yes, churches be banging. Stop playing. All right. I've been in church my whole life, 40 years. All right. I was a Baptist and Methodist. Then I was a non-denominational church. And that was like that non-denominational church was the Church of Christ. So this Church of Christ is everywhere. But some of them don't do the same things that we did. Some of them didn't allow their women to wear jewelry, but our church did. And we didn't even like going to their churches because their members was this way and this and deacon that and pastor this. So yes, there's strife among, there's going to be strife. It's going to be, oh, he's a better speaker and all this. No, we have zeal over here. We're not jealous. We're not envious of our brothers. And if you feel that you have that, we do have the Day of Atonement. And if you don't know what the Day of Atonement is, this is why we're out there to teach you these things. And if you have that strife in your heart as a brother, you got to go ahead and talk to the brother. Just don't punch him or shoot his house up or act like you back in the streets. Because some of us come from gangs and different walks of life. And you was hard and you was beating dudes up and you was that dude on the block. All right, man, we get it. All right. So you was that guy. Um, how do you start to be the guy? How do you start robbing and banging for the Lord? By these laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay. That's how you do it. You got to put that old man away. And if you don't, just, get a punching bag and get yourself a mouthpiece and just start hitting the heck out of that bag, until you get whatever it is out of you. Or go buy some guns and go to the range and shoot. I ain't say go out and shoot animals and birds. No, just, relieve the stress. Go jogging, go walking or something, but sometimes I get it. You miss that. And bring these brothers in, let you know who your enemies are, right? We do unities and stuff like that. We put these scriptures out and we go ahead and we mess with Esau because he's funny. We always like messing with him. But at the end of the day, we're out here to wake each other up. Separate thyself from thy enemies. All right. It's like this internet is crazy out here. You got this woman going around talking about relationships. I was talking to my rib the other day about that. Like, nobody relationship is going to work really, because Esau got everything messed up. You got girlfriend, you got boyfriend, you got committed boyfriend, you got committed girlfriend, you got engagement, you got marriage. You're only going to have about 5 years. And then divorce court going to eat you up, spit you out. Then you're going to turn into a player or vice versa, So again, if you guys get this law, statutes, and commandments, and both of y'all are following it, you won't have to go into your man's phone or vice versa. You won't have to worry. She's not going on no girl trip because she's a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? Let's not give up on our beautiful daughters of Zion. I get it. But again, we have to be cognitive of things. Um, and this is what we have to do. And this is what we put out there. And got a few more scriptures. I'm gonna wrap it up. Let me get Matthew 24 and 13. Bobby Kushah.
Salakia.
Huh?
Some of these women still be trying to go on uh uh
The girl trip.
hmm
Hey,
that's
you
in
know,
the truth.
hey man, it's a it's a hard struggle to come from what we all come from, and then do this, you know. And so we just have to, we got to give them time, and you just can't do like not you per se, but like the white man used to do us on the slave ships when we refused to eat.
Hmm.
We didn't want to go down there and pee and poop all over each other. So we refused to eat. You
Right.
can't break her teeth and force her to eat. You know what I'm saying? So what we have to do is just you give it to them in moderation and stuff like that, you know, and eventually they will see. They will see. I'm a firm believer in that. That they will see. And then again, also, we have to utilize our elders. Yeah, they're busy, or senior men, and we have to get that counseling, you know, um, that couples therapy and stuff like that, you know. But man, when you come into this truth and you have your rib and stuff like that, there's different videos on it. Um, but you know the woman that you got, and you vet her, and you give her the scriptures, you don't force her, and then eventually she should come around. It's just like anything, it's just like you dated her if you was a Christian. When I was a Christian and stuff like that, and the other girl was like a Baptist, I didn't do, because they're not denominational, they didn't play music or anything, right? And denominations, they play all that music and they got all that food and stuff. The non-denominational was different. So I didn't want to, whatever, but eventually it works itself out, you know, unless you met her in a strip club. Come on. If you met her in, I don't know, Fridays. I don't know if Friday's still popping in the world. Everybody used to go there in pregame. Every city has its own little spot where everybody go. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to make sure you guys ask questions. Who was your ex-husband? Stuff like that. Because sometimes we don't ask questions. Sometimes we like what we see, and then we find out, she did like 5 years and 8 years, or she got domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right, brother. Yeah, some of them still do it. But again, we just have to pray for these sisters and pray for these brothers, that we have the patience and the understanding that everybody walk ain't your walk. So let me get you got anything else, brother?
Mm. This is Matthew 24 and 13.
Gone,
But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved.
gone. So like the brother said, these girls be doing this, but eventually, these young ladies will wake up. These brothers is just trying to wife everybody. Like, bro, it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? You just have to do everything um in the in a in a order. You have to be mindful of what you're doing. And this is why we have elders. Talk to the elders. You're not talking, they've been in this stuff 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? You can imagine the stories they got. You know, can imagine the stories they got. So, with that being said, you just have to talk to them, and they may be, oh yeah, this is what you need to do, brother. Ooh, ooh. And we just talk to him. You know, you think he's going to be telling us what y'all talked about? No. Yeah, brother Hashar. Yeah, this dude can't. Brother such and such. Oh, he's knucklehead. No, it's not. They don't operate like that. You know. So, with that being said, um, so hopefully everybody understand that scripture. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you do not have salvation right now. You are not in the kingdom, because you be like, Shalom, brother, Shalom. Yeah, yeah, Yahbashim, Yahshua, die. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? yeah, I'm doing my thing, man. Like, no, you ain't in here because you because you're part of the truth and stuff. Like, come on now, So stop the nonsense. So just keep doing what we do, and we keep doing our duty as Israelites. It's frustrating. Take care of us. And let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13 through 14. Baba Kusha. Can you hear me?
I'm on mute the whole time. I done started reading and everything. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. When you gotta say con.
Oh, I hate when I do that. Con.
Well, I try to go on mute when you start talking and I forget to go off mute. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Con. So, that's the whole matter. Salakia. That's the whole matter right there. You can't hide anything. You got an angel recorder right there next to you, chilling, you know, just writing down everything, seeing everything. All right. So you can't hide nothing. Just because, you can't see these angels don't mean they ain't there, because he done saved you a few times. You out there doing your thing and you done went past what they call your ops and he don't see you. You like, man, yeah, yeah, he got you, So at the end of the day, um, let's fear the most high and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And just get back to where we used to be, and then Lord willing, how shall come down and do his thing. And hopefully we be part of this 1/3 and 144,000, get on these chariots, get up out of here, you know, and because we got next. So that concludes the class. Hopefully everybody's edified, little quick class on, the duty of Israelites. We're just not out here trying to dress fly, embarrass Esau and stuff like that. We're here to wake our people up. That's just entertainment. We got to get them their judgment. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody have any questions, we'll go ahead and call it a night. And so nothing. Okay. So let's go ahead and face the east. All right. And we do the Lord's Prayer in the old Hebrew. Give me a second. Go on. All right. All right, Lord's Prayer in Paleo Hebrew. Abba, Abanawa, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shamayim, Kedash, Haya, Shamka, Aya, Ayaya, Malak, Watha, Shalakia, Malak with Ka, Dabara, Rataza, Waka, Haya, Ish, Bara, Taza, Kawa, Hawa, Bashama, Nathan, La Nawa, Lacho, Ka, Yawa, Wasalak Nawa, Shabak Wata Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Shabak Yanawa, Wala, Tabaya, Anawa, Ba, Nasawa, Aba, Awasha Nawa, Ma, Ra, Kaya Laka, Ha Malakba, Wahalala, Waha, Tarpala, La, Yam, Man, and let me get the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 9. Let's do the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. All right, so hopefully everybody got edified. Um, there's another class from HOI, and we just wanted to let everybody know, Kahala, that means all praises. Um, and thank you guys for being participants in the class, and hopefully, you have a better understanding, and people that already have an understanding. But again, we're not out here to be entertainers. Okay, we're not out here for the clout, for the for the world star, whatever's out here. Okay, we're not out here for that. We're out here to wake up our people. Okay, because we are the holy people, and we are special people. We're above everybody. So we out here we're going fishing right now. So we fishermen for men, and then eventually we're going to be hunters. But that's another story. So again, when anybody asks what's the duty of an Israelite, we out here to wake our people up, and we are fishers of men. So if no one has any other questions, bid everybody a good night. And hope everybody got something out of this. And shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.